It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
Kat and I have been doing this show for a long time. So this morning, we put together kind of an audio time capsule. Some of our favorite moments and some of yours. They're coming up a little bit later on in the podcast. Here we go, guys.
Good morning, everybody.
Now, Kim, New York calls our show all the time. He's from Lebanon.
New York.
Oh, no?
No.
New Hampshire?
Listen to him.
The Bronx. All right. So New York's got a question about his health. What do you want to ask Psychic Kim, bud?
Yeah, I've been having some serious health issues with my sinuses, sleep apnea, and swelling in the feet and joints and stuff like that. And it's really have me concerned because there's so much positive going on in my life with sobriety and a new grandchild on the way. So I want to know if I'm going to be around to enjoy all of this.
What are you seeing, Kim?
Well, congratulations on the sobriety. Got to tell you that.
And the baby.
Yep, and the baby. So, yes, you definitely got some work to do on your health. Like, they're like, where do we even start with this? There is definitely your cells are just not getting the nutrients they need. It's like a water displacement. You got some dehydration going on. It really comes down to gut health. You need a really good nutritionist, like a good, more naturopathic nutritionist to sit down with you and actually come up with a good plan of how you should be eating. They're like, that will cover about 75 to 80% of what's going on when you just have the proper nutrition that's right for your body. So
is your diet
honestly,
pretty poor in
you
New
need to
York?
start with a nutritionist.
No, never. I've never put on this much weight in my life. I've always been fit. But since I've, entered in sobriety, I'm up to like 260, and I've never weighed that. I've never been this heavy in my life.
So a good opportunity to get it dialed in here, and we'll see some kind of reciprocal benefits from it.
Yes.
All right. Hey, go get a kid. We appreciate you. Always fun to have you on the show, man. Take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you so much. Remember, you guys are family, so take care.
I got
All
you.
right.
All right. That means his dad will kill someone for you, Kat.
I know. That was a crazy story.
Hi, Michelle. That wasn't even on the air. Hey, good morning, Michelle. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for asking. Psychic Kim, and you want to talk about this is the business you work for, or this is your business?
It's the business I work for.
Okay, what's going on?
It just went through a dramatic change. Like, we didn't get any notice. So I'm kind of worried financially. The vision is we want it, to thrive. It could be a really, really good business, but I'm worried if it's going to get there, and is it going to be financially good for me until it gets there.
So worry number one is, are you going to still be able to pay the mortgage? Worry number two is, could you probably retire there, and is this going to be worth sticking around? Is that kind of where you're headed?
Mm-hmm, because I like helping people, and this is something I like my work, people I work with,
sure.
And,
Kim, is this worth sticking it out for? Is this headed in the right direction?
Yeah, okay. It is on some levels, but in another sense, it is not. To be honest, I kept hearing the word bankruptcy and selling. So I don't know if that's what they went through, if they were in a lull spot and then they sold, or if that's still coming. But those are the two things that I kept hearing, bankruptcy and sell. And it just feels like everything's slow moving, like nothing's financially going anywhere. Then I feel a spike, and then I feel it going right back down. Oh. So I would start looking at something different.
Okay.
I know
Do
it's
it
not,
quietly, by the way.
Yeah, not what you wanted to hear, but at least you've got a chance to, kind of get out ahead of it a little bit right now if you want to start snooping.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Probably take those nudes off your LinkedIn.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. She's like,
Leave the advice to Kim, all right? You just have, the worst advice.
Well, listen, if I see cleavage on your LinkedIn, Tabitha, how you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for asking. You got Psychic Kim, and let's talk about what's going on with the court situation.
Okay. So I had spoken to Psychic Kim a couple months ago, and she had let me know that the job I was at wasn't working, and she was actually spot on. I'm very happy at where I landed, but now I'm fighting a battle with my previous employer, and just wondering if that's going to go in my favor or not.
All right, Kim, what do you see?
I kind of want to laugh at it. So it feels like it's something really stupid, dumb, like why are we wasting our time and money on this? That's kind of what I'm getting. They're like, I keep getting playing the cards. You're going to have to, poker face. Okay, play the poker face. Play, don't let them on that you know anything. I said, I'm hearing you had enough support on your side to get it thrown out. That's kind of what I see, like almost come to an agreement, get it thrown off. I hear wishy-washy. It's going to take some time to go through this. Eventually, if I get it pulled up to a judge, I feel like the judge is just rolling her eyes and be like, why are we even here? Like, this is stupid. But they're like, if you keep doing the work and like sticking to your guns and saying this is it, I feel like there's going to be an agreement that's made prior to going to anything, say, super major, but it's going to take a lot of time. It's just, and here it's just dumb.
Patience.
It really is dumb.
So hang in there.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Glad the new job's working out. Have a great morning.
Yeah, you too.
Take care. Appreciate it. Okay, let's do one more this round. If you guys want to still get in line for Psychic Kim, we get her till 8 o'clock, so let's take advantage at 251-1047. Good morning, Vicky. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Good. We're great, too. Thanks for asking. Now, you're maybe thinking about expanding the family. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, so my husband and I have kind of been on the fence a little bit, but lately we've kind of been feeling like we think it's probably a good idea, just given where we are in life and things like that. So I was just kind of curious if that would be happening, if you see that happening within the next year or so, or if at all.
Yes. Have fun. That's kind of like, yep. And then March really sticks out. So I don't know if March is the time that you get pregnant, or March is the time that you would have a child, like as in a year from, so that would be 2026 March. I'm not quite for sure, but I keep hearing March. So yes.
So either you get knocked up in March or you get knocked up in July then, and that equals out March. Is that right? July, August?
Right. Something like that. Yep.
All right. How big is your family right now, Vicky? How many kids do you guys have?
We've got 3 kiddos.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. I was hearing 4 in my head. I'm like, where's the 4 coming in? There you go. Yep.
You're telling me.
I guess everyone will have someone to ride with on a roller coaster, which I get. But
You're telling me you had 2. You decided to go for 3. 3 didn't kill you, and you're going to decide to go for 4 now.
Yeah. 3 was kind of a happy surprise.
What's that like?
2 was... 2 was more of a, we were trying for a while with 2, so.
Yeah, I got you. Hey,
you're adorable.
They're all blessings as long as you don't bring them to my house. I hope you have a great morning. Hey, good morning, Darian. How are you?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Great. Thank you for asking. That was very kind of you. So you're thinking about home ownership, and that's what you want to talk to Kim about?
Yes.
Fire away.
So we just started the process. So we're like in the very beginning baby steps. We're hoping by the end of next summer. Just wondering if that's in the forecast, if it's a possibility.
Yeah, by that time, yes. If you were going to say sometime this year, I was going to tell you no, to be honest. So I keep seeing things don't really move until more later spring into summer. That's when I actually see more movement moving forward. So you're actually looking at quite a few homes. And it's just like, so it's going to take a little bit, but yes, you will find something next summer.
Plus, you don't want to move in the winter anyways. I mean, what a pain in the ass it is to move in the winter. Just wait for everything to melt, and then you'll find your dream home, and then you'll be happy.
Every realtor out there loves your advice right now.
Listen, I've moved in the winter more than once, and it's horrible in Minnesota. I'm sure it's different in Missouri, but good luck, Darian. Have a great morning.
Thank you. You too.
Take care. Yeah. We appreciate you. Hi, Peggy. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Your health is on your mind. What do you want to ask Psychic Kim?
Yes, I'm just wondering. I'm a double brittle diabetic, and just wondering with the new treatment coming about if my diabetes and the complications are going to be able to be well maintained or not.
What's it looking like, Kim?
Okay. I feel like it definitely is some help in the right direction, not to your standards, not to what you are completely open for, but it's going to give you a sense of ease and a direction into a new doorway that will open. So you still need to go forward with it. It's not going to be 100% the best, but it's going to actually lead you to new doorways that will provide you the information. But if you don't go this way, those other doorways do not open for you, the other pathways. So it's going to be good overall.
Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, hang in there, Peggy. Yep. We appreciate you. Have a great morning.
Thank you, too.
Take care. Hello, Jocelyn. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good.
Good. Same here. Thanks for asking. What would you like to ask Psychic Kim?
Wow.
My mom passed away 8 years ago, and it's her birthday month.
Oh.
And my best friend had a dream recently about me getting married. And my best friend took a picture of all of us. And when she took the picture and looked at the picture, my mom turned into a book. My mom left a lot of books for me. And I guess I just want to know if my mom still around or what that wedding dream means for me, I guess.
I get chills going up and down my spine. I feel like I'm getting a hug from somebody. Wow. Oh my gosh.
She's very strong.
Yes. Woo. It's like I just want to sit in these arms all day long. It's just the most loving hug that I can possibly imagine. It's true love when she hugs people. The genuineness of this feeling is just insane. Okay. The other, so what's the thing with the yellow? So she showed me the color yellow. So I don't know what the yellow means to you. But then all of a sudden I get a little bird, a little tiny bird. And then I hear in my head, tweet, 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 tweet. And the little tiny bird.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
What is that doing to you? So, did that just spark a memory?
She represents a hummingbird. I have hummingbirds everywhere and tattooed on me.
Aww.
Yeah. Little bird. Oh my gosh. And then she's just like, okay. I keep seeing stuff happening in 2025. That's where I'm rolling around the corner. And then June, July, between those 2 months, very, very significant. That's where I see ring. She showed me ring around 2025, June, July, somewhere around there. I see ring. And then I feel like I'm sitting next to you doing wedding plans. This is so weird. I'm just next to you, hanging out, and I'm whispering, in your ear, specific flowers. And you do so much for her, by the way. Oh, my gosh. She's just she does so much for me. She's, always thinking of me.
So bad. Thank you.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love readings like this.
She's totally right next to you all the time because you never because you're always thinking of her, and what you do in life, you do for her. And then I hear the song, everything I do for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, I hope
You're
this
welcome.
helps. Have a great day. Hang in there. Jeez, I feel bad about being rude to her when she didn't say how I was
should.
there. That was a heavy one. Probably won't get over that too soon. But hi, Jolie. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Oh, gosh, I feel so bad for that last one.
No, that was a good reading. That was good. That made her feel,
So let's talk about your job. What's your question?
Well, I've been a painter for about 5 years now, and I'm kind of to the point where I'm 43. And I love what I do. I'm wondering if I take the risk and go bigger, I should say, or if I go back to school and pick probably a different career.
Ooh. Ugh. Man, I there's a lot going in the way of going big for your business, your painting business, but then I'm also getting it'll only go big for a little bit and then it'll come right back down. So they're pulling me more towards school, even though it doesn't feel as fun, it doesn't feel as enjoyable, but in the long grand scheme of everything, they're like, you're going to be better off going to school already. You're not supposed to give up on your painting, though. You need to be doing that yet. So I hear combo, but yes, go back to school. In the long term, that's going to be more beneficial to you.
Are you feeling anything like what area of schooling I should do?
I keep getting pulled into more analytical and creative. Well, for one, creative thinking, obviously, if you're a painter. But like forensic-y type for really, you're very detective. You could see things. That people can't see. They're like, so you got to go into more investigative style work. So that could be in a lot of different careers, but you need to focus more on more investigative, more the creative thinking, really diving deeping into things and finding the problems.
You're like me. I bet you could solve an SVU episode within 3 minutes.
Oh, man.
So
yeah.
All I watch, my kids get so mad at me at home because I'm like, all right, I got some free time. Finally, I'm going to watch me some murder porn.
Well,
no, we're always documenting.
All right. We're probably good here. All right. Thanks a lot.
Let's begin now.
Let's get it popping. Thirsty Thursday, and it's going to be 83 degrees today.
I know. I got my shorts and my flip-flops on. I'm excited.
I am so happy about this extended summer. This is going to be a great day. Welcome in. I'm JJ. How's Kat feeling this morning?
I am doing well. Had a good night's sleep. Slept with the windows open. Got the sharp bugs going on because of it. But other than that, I like the cool, fresh air. It's so nice. So had some chicken drumsticks on the grill last night, and that was that. A nice, productive day yesterday.
I got one for you.
Oh, did you play bingo last night?
Bingo. I sure did. So Let me break this down for you. Shady's Sunset Bay is 1 mile from our new house. And my wife and I like to go there probably once a week, maybe twice a week. We like the food. We really love the atmosphere, and we want to be a local, right?
Are you tiptoeing the line of being the side-by-side people? Where you ride your side-by-side up to Shady's?
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah, in the summer, it's a walk. It's a nice walk.
Yeah.
It's a mile away. Anyways, I noticed that they were having bingo last night. And so I got done with football practice, and I hustled home, and my wife and I and our youngest son, Nolan, went to grab a bite to eat, tinkering with the idea that maybe we'd play bingo. But we had never played bingo there before. Like, everybody's played bingo at, like, a church festival or something like that, or maybe your county fair, whatever the deal is. But we're like, we don't know anything about it. We don't know how it works, right? So we're those outsiders kind of creeping around, looking around. And my son had to go do a project for school, so he busted out. So this Trish and I, we're like, let's play. Let's go, right? So we go in, and I think, if I remember right, I think it's the Avon Lions Club that puts it on, and then they're the beneficiaries of it, right? So we sit there, and there is this room of, I don't know, maybe there was 75 to 100 people there. And it's like, I think you get a pack of cards for like $13, and I think there's 13 games, so it's like $1 a card. And then my wife and I, being amateurs, we had to buy our daubers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the atmosphere there is so cool, right? It's just bingo. We're just having fun. We're having a beer and playing some bingo, right? I'm sure most people do this, but this is the first time for us.
The joy on your face in that photo, I haven't seen for a while, sir.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was really having a good time. But here's why. We didn't win anything. I mean, it cost us whatever, $30, $40, whatever. But there's certain nuances when you go to a bingo session like this that I feel is my civic responsibility to tell people about, in case you find yourself as a first timer like Trish and I were last night.
Okay.
Couple of things you need to know. Number one, they smell you a mile away when you're the first timer in that room. We walked in, and all eyes on us. They're like, who are the newbies, right? Like, and we're, whatever. We sit down, we're having some fun. But there's a couple of things that happen during a bingo game that you're not aware of that you should be aware of. Number one, when they call out the first number of the first bingo game, somebody always goes, bingo! And then they all go, ha, right? Okay, so that's
I got to be that person.
One of the things I know. No. You can't.
Oh,
You're an outsider. If you do not step on Teresa's feet, because she's the designated first bingo caller.
Bye, Teresa.
Here's the other thing I noticed. Well, there's a couple others, but the ones that I really, really loved were when they call I-22, there's a designated person, and I don't know how you get that designation. I'm going to work towards it. But then they go, doot, doot. like a train because it's 22, toot, toot. Then somebody goes, toot, toot, and then everybody laughs and giggles. Sometimes when they call
I don't know if you can take that over. That's a local of
I was going to try and jump her. But I wasn't ever fast enough because I had to keep looking at my card because I had to concentrate, right? Yeah. Because they're playing 3 cards at a time.
Oh, you were?
Well, that's what you get in your pack. You get 3 cards for every game.
One thing I did learn from going when I first moved here, went to Bingo Emporium with some salespeople, and you don't talk to anybody, because that's a distraction. So I did get yelled at a couple of times.
Also, when they call B2, the same person goes, toot, because it's a play off the toot, toot.
Toot,
okay.
toot.
Also, when they call... what is it? N45.
Okay.
Somebody else in the crowd is designated to go 45. Like the Channel 45 jingle. Yeah, right? So somebody goes,
God.
45.
These Avon people are weird.
It was crazy. And I'm laughing. I was having such a good time. Then my wife did the ultimate bingo sin because, by the way, I don't know what was wrong with her volume level last night, but she was so loud. It was like she channeled my sister.
Yeah.
But my wife did the ultimate bingo sin last night. She decided to take a phone call from my son during the bingo game.
It wasn't like a FaceTime, was it?
No.
Okay.
But I could feel the white hot heat from the stares of everyone else. Like, who is this taking a phone call during our bingo game?
And I bet she did this face like,
no, she didn't. Okay. She was oblivious to the whole thing because she's trying to concentrate on her card while she's talking.
Oh, my God.
My wife is amazing at one thing at a time, but when it comes to multitasking,
I bet she does speakerphone at Target.
Oh, for sure. I mean, as we approach nearly 20 years of doing this dopey morning show together.
Zang.
I was thinking the other day about a time capsule because as I walk by one of the corners at the YMCA, they've got a time capsule in there.
Oh, fun.
So when
what
they built it, whatever. When they built it, they put a bunch of stuff in there, and I don't think it gets open till like 2070 or something like that.
But a lot of it is from when it was across the street. That's
Maybe
when we were going. It was so cute.
So I thought, what if we put together a Playhouse time capsule, and we put together our favorite moments of this show and listeners' favorite moments, sealed it up, buried it, and in 50 years, somebody will open this up. They'll pull out this jump drive, if they even have computers then, and they'll listen back to what we thought was funny and entertaining 50 years ago.
So we had some people write in on Facebook. The time Cat gave out a certain celebrity's cell phone number that we got in big trouble for. That was Josh Duhamel.
And to Josh, listen, nice guy, salt of the earth kind of dude, North Dakota homie.
And I get that, there were a lot of voicemails left for him. And his lawyers had sent those, and we played them on air. It was like,
did we get suspended for a full week?
We did. And so,
listen,
I was a little nervous. I was like, I just started here. And then we did that.
Well, the best part about this, it's like we didn't have to go to work for a week, and we still got paid.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, joke's on you, management.
Trisha says, when you mixed Austin Powers dialogue into My Heart Will Go On. I don't remember that one.
That was before your time, but it was funny.
My daughter and I were just talking about it this weekend. That's funny.
We did one with South Park, too, and that was great.
Destiny says maybe a basketball, the celebrity basketball game that you played in Pillager where I dropped 3 threes. I don't want to toot my own horn, but that was 15 years ago. That's crazy.
I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a woman who used to call our show all the time, and she dubbed herself Mama Love.
Yes.
Now, we lost Mama Love.
Say about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, she passed away. But she was a rather unique human being. She liked the fruits of the vine, and she had a giant dog that she treated like a child.
And I feel like she was collecting Social Security on his name. Oscar T. Hall was his name.
He did have a human name.
Yeah.
And I think Oscar T. Hall is like an old-timey country singer.
She had a very, very memorable accent, too.
This is Mama Love from 2008. What's up, girl?
I'm going to talk about a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
He died and left me with Oscar T. Hall.
He died?
My mama going to take care of Oscar T. Hall for the rest of her life.
Isn't Oscar T. Hall your cat?
And he wasn't a deadbeat dad, but he just died. What the heck kind of life is that?
I mean, endless amounts of material that woman offered us, and we would never shy away anybody that wants to be a colorful character on the show, for sure.
It was a sad day when she passed away when we heard that. Now, let me take you back to just 1 year later. In 2009, this goes in to the Playhouse vault, the time capsule. This is when we found out that Kat had accepted her third proposal. And she was about second proposal, and she was about to get married.
And he turned around, and what were the words that came out of his mouth? Go ahead and say it. She doesn't remember. They were, Kat, well, you're my best friend.
Yeah.
You're my light when it's dark.
You can't even remember.
I don't remember. But it ended
You're a
with,
loser, and I'm going to say no again.
will you marry me?
Yay! Now, what she failed to describe is that all happened on a sticky gas station floor.
Listen, a lot of thought went into it. We had somebody text in anytime JJ would have his kids on when they were younger. It was so funny because they always sounded like they had colds. I don't know. For about a decade, they all sounded.
In our family,
like
sinuses develop a little bit later,
Yeah,
and
sure.
therefore you kind of sound like a little bit of a rugrat for a long, long time. This was 2011. This is my son Peyton, and right now he's got like his first big boy job. Like he just graduated college in May,
That's
and
wild.
this is amazing to see the young man he's turned into. But this is from 2011. We had him singing on the radio.
All right, go ahead. And this is what he's saying for you.
Straight lights, people.
God, it's bad as me.
Somewhere in the night.
Now, if there was ever any question on whether or not he was my kid, that solves pretty much all of it, I think, especially when he hit this.
There's cats in the back alley right now. Tina had said, I remember Kat's booger wall.
Okay, that's not a thing. JJ made it up.
Absolutely was a thing, guys. Before our studios got rebuilt a few years ago, she would pick her nose and turn around. Carpeted studios are a thing because we want the sound waves to not echo back into the microphones. So as we were ripping down our other studio, our engineer had called me. He goes, "What's all over this wall?" I go, "That's Kat's booger wall." And he goes, "Wait, she picks her nose and then wipes it on the wall?"
You know, I have sex appeal for some people, and you wipe that visual
I don't know
away
how that is.
with your dumb lies about booger walls. Some people saying they want a party plane to paradise trip.
Jace. That was cool.
What else? I love that you guys can roast each other and still get along.
I don't think you guys understand exactly how much we hate each other, actually.
That is not true. Hate is such a strong word.
I mean, yeah, that's not true. As we put together precious, precious memories into the Playhouse time capsule, we wanted to lean on you a little bit for some of your favorite memories of our show. I mean, we're approaching 20 years of doing this dopey radio show together, and a lot of memories came to life. We highlighted my son Peyton singing horribly. When Kat got engaged, Mama Love was part of the situation. We talked about the Josh Duhamel phone number being given out over the air.
What was the lady at Target on the loudspeaker and the workers had to take it away from her?
I'm trying to remember that one as well.
Oh, my God.
Some of these are some foggy
time
memories.
flies.
Tammy had texted in, anytime you tell a Derek poop story.
Oh, God.
So I want to take you back real quick to 2013. There was a giant poop scandal going on at Kat's house.
Derek has his bathroom downstairs. I have mine. So therefore, he has gone into my territory, which I'm already upset about. And I go in and I wake him up and I said, "Did you go to the bathroom upstairs?" And he says, he goes, "No." And I go, "You promised me you didn't go to the bathroom upstairs because there is crap on the shower curtain." And then something must have triggered. "Oh, yeah, I did go to the bathroom." And I said, "Well, how hard did you wipe?" He goes, "Well, I must have wiped really hard because it just launched up onto the shower curtain."
It was one of my favorite shower curtains, this beautiful white waffle design from Pier 1. And then there's like speckles of brown. I was like, this is not a girly bathroom anymore.
Just imagine how hard you have to wipe to fling your own feces onto the shower curtain from the toilet area.
Yes.
Friday is full of cash. Up to $20,000 could go out the door Friday morning during our live show, so you definitely need to be here. Plus, Johnny D in the mix with a couple of amazing mixes to start your weekend. Well worth getting up early for the live show Friday. We'll see you then.
24/7 KCLD and Key of St. Cloud has free cash. Just be fast or you'll lose it all.
Tesha is caller number 10 this morning, and I feel like we caught you a little off guard when we told you were caller number 10. You had that, oh my God, thing going on there, huh?
I did. I was thinking, this is way late because I was listening to online, so I thought I was a little late.
Well, good for you that I had to gather a winner. Congrats to Matt, by the way, who, when we were talking about Mario Lopez, AC Slater having a birthday today, he knew that Matt's real name, or that AC really stood for
Albert Clifford.
Yeah, so we got the free gift card from JF Cruz Jewelers. So I had to do that and then take caller number 10. So good on you. Kat's going to open up your envelope here, Tesha, and we're going to see what you're playing for this morning. So most of the time, and a baseline is a 12-second clock to figure out free money high-low, but I'm willing to give you another 3 seconds. As we were kind of putting together the Playhouse time capsule here a few minutes ago, if you remember what Kat ended up finding on her shower curtain.
A spider?
I wish.
I'm sorry.
No, it was Derek's poop
I
that
was
he
in the
flung up
shower
there.
when she was saying it.
Oh, yeah, it was Derek's poop. He's a hyper wiper, and he had
Flung it up there on my favorite.
quite a fling, and that was the end of that shower curtain. So unfortunately, I can't add some time to your clock, but I have good faith in you. 12 seconds to figure out the dollar amount between $104 and $5,000. As soon as you give us your first guess, Kat will help you afterwards with telling you whether your next guess should be higher or lower. And I won't start the clock till we get your first guess. So do you have any questions for us before you get started?
I do not.
All right, you have 12 seconds with Key of St. Cloud and KCLD to get that money. Good luck, Tesha.
3,600.
Lower.
3,400.
Lower.
3,000. 2,800.
Higher.
2,900.
Higher.
150.
Higher.
3,275.
Unraveled.
She got
That's okay.
frazzled. It was
3,309. Dang it.
Could have used those extra 3 seconds, couldn't you?
Probably, yeah. But that was sour.
Excited to hear about your camping story. Why have I not heard this? We've done the show for so long.
I know. Well, because I had just unearthed all of our VHSs, and I told you there was a reason why in our back office that I kept our VHS DVD combo, because I said if I, want to watch any home videos or whatever, I want to be able to plug it in and do it. And Derek found the whole box from when I was a film student back in the day, and he knows Josh and Michael, my friends from film school, and we had gone to investigate in this small town this tale. It was like a folklore, but people in this small town swore that it was a thing, that there was a woman in these woods.
Oh, Jesus.
And I mean, we did drive a ways to get there because we were like, this, if done well, we could get a great grade and maybe even make something of this film. So it was all POV. And
that's so weird to do, too.
Yeah. And if you watch it, it kind of makes you sick because we really didn't have the technology that there is today that would prevent all the shaking and stuff like that. So we went out and we had all of our camping gear and we had interviewed all of the townspeople. We had gathered like these clues to try and make this witch tale of the woods valid, and believable. And so it's every night just started getting worse and worse, more spooky.
Hold on. I want to get to the rest of this. Hold on a second. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Is she talking about the Blair Witch Project?
Yeah, of course she is. You think Kat would ever go to film school?
Oh, you think I'd ever camp? No.
Or save anything? What's your name, man?
Yeah.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo! All right, here's how listener bingo works. Kat and I are each looking for something really specific from you. Maybe you're somebody listening who
believes in something that others don't. I'm not talking about like God or whatever. A lot of people believe in that guy.
So it's not necessarily a religious angle on
I'm
this.
talking about like aliens, but this meteorologist says that there's a conspiracy theory out there blaming the hurricanes on the space lasers.
A vast number of people in my comment section and lots of videos on TikTok are going with space lasers. I don't know what their motive would be, but I need you to help me. Is it a lack of education? Is it something that I'm doing wrong?
Nope.
Do we need to teach science classes differently?
Yep.
Because given two choices, everybody, in the United States of America, between hurricanes being natural, or choice number 2, space lasers and secret government conspiracies, a lot of people are choosing space lasers.
So I saw something Neil deGrasse Tyson had, is it deGrasse or deGrasse Tyson, had said, clearly, guys, understand this is all because of global warming. These things all have to do with the chain of the Earth heating up, and this is only becoming more and more frequently, and they're becoming more disastrous. To not see that is to just ignore the science. So I'm not believing in the space lasers, but I believe that dude, everything he says almost.
As you get older and you're an adult, it's a bit disheartening to see what people believe in. But, it's your prerogative. So you believe in something that others don't. It's really hard for you to convince them otherwise.
I'm looking for anyone listening who is the go-to singer in public. Like if there's an event, people assume you're going to be singing because you're so good. I was listening this morning to some of our on-demand audio, and it was the clip where you had recorded yourself singing.
Yeah.
And then you got so disappointed because you suck and you thought you were really, really good.
It was a rough day. I'm not going to lie, because I have forever held myself at a high regard when it comes to singing. And then I was like, what?
But the little town I come from, there are like 1 or 2 women that sing at every funeral. They sing at every wedding. Alex, which one do you fit, though? You a great singer or you got a weird belief?
I am the go-to singer.
Yeah, I like this. All right, now.
So what's your sound? Are you like raspy like a Creed, or are you more operatic, or what are we working with?
Well, I did go to school for musical theater and opera, so it's more that clean tone.
Could you sing something for us right now, just to give us an idea?
Like a Christmas song,
or some Nickelback, maybe?
Christmas.
Yeah, do some Christmas.
No. Okay, first thing comes to my head.
Okay.
I'm going back to the corner where I first saw you.
Nice.
That's it?
Good
That's all we're
tone.
going to get? Come on, keep going, man.
It's a snippet.
Gonna camp in my sleeping bag. I'm not gonna move.
Ooh.
You
just gave me some goose
You got
pimples.
a little Benson Boone thing going on there. You know that, Alex?
Yeah, it's a little morty raspiness, I think.
Nice.
like that.
When's your next gig?
So I don't perform a lot now. I mostly do weddings,
Yeah.
funerals, fundraisers, singing at baseball games, national anthems, that kind of stuff right now.
Let me ask you something. You get asked to sing at a wedding. Like, Kat is probably just headed for divorce soon, and she'll get married right away again, like, 'cause she's that kind of girl.
Don't quit a job without having a job.
But if she says, Alex, come sing at my wedding, what do you expect as a payment?
As a payment, for me, it really depends on how much prepare time you get.
She's got 2
If it's
songs,
next
both
week,
of
it
them are
might
in the
be-
hymnal.
Oh, okay. Well, probably 2 songs for a wedding, maybe $200.
All right. Now, how about if somebody asks you to sing at their funeral? Do you expect payment?
Usually not. Most of the time when I get asked to sing at a funeral, it's either somebody I know or somebody that was a community person. So it's more like, trying to represent the community and them.
Hopefully those are rare. I would hope for more weddings and funerals.
If Kat died in a fiery car crash on her way to get Botox today, would you be willing to sing at her funeral?
Only if I get to sing like This Girl Is on Fire.
This girl is on... I love that you hold me at such a high
I love
regard.
that he's already got funeral songs prepared for you, Kat.
Yeah, that's great.
Quick follow-up on the Helen Keller conspiracy theory. We had somebody text in that says, I don't believe in Helen Keller. And I was like, wait. There's well-documented proof that this girl was alive. And then we dug a little bit deeper, and this is what they don't believe about
She
Helen
said,
Keller.
no, I know that she was alive. I know that she was a person, but I just don't believe that you can be blind and deaf at the same time. Well, Kaylee, just to let you know, she was not only blind and deaf, she was also mute. Can you imagine going through life like that? And then she says, how would you even know what an apple is or what letters are? Watch the movie. It is incredible how this person learned how to communicate with her hands, sign language on her hands, learned to read faces. I mean, it has happened.
Now that I think of it, I don't know if I believe in Helen Keller either. This makes a lot of sense.
I hate that you get paid more than me.
there are space,
there are so many times where I'm just like, I cannot believe this man makes more money than me.
If there are space lasers creating hurricanes, we probably could have created the myth of Helen Keller years ago. Kaylee, you know what? I'm on page with you.
Wonderful.
I think you and I should look into this a little bit deeper, blow this whole thing apart.
No.
Because, I mean, all these people believing in the Helen Keller story has never done our society any good, has never offered any hope to anyone else. I just want to make sure that we blow this whole thing up and just piss on everyone's Cheerios.